What's up, everybody? This is Swana, and I'm coming at you with a few replays that I was just going over with a Dark Synchro Quasar deck. It's a little different from a couple other people's builds. I find this one the most efficient. Yes, okay. So I didn't play test against other players online. I was going against DevBot. So let's go ahead and show you this. So pretty much swap fields. Pretty much it's gonna be the it should have GoFu. It's gonna have Quick Draw, Armageddon Knight. There's a couple of other few things that are in here that are essential to the deck. There's no trap cards in the deck whatsoever, except for in the side deck, but I don't really go into the side deck that much. Even if I do, it's only for a couple cards against certain types of decks that I don't know what to play against going first. So I found a way to make this so you can go either first or second. So it's a little iffy as well. So without further ado, here we go. Opponent goes Pot of Duality. He's playing like a frog deck. So what I do is I special summon GoFu 1-for-1. Ditch the Level Eater with ditch the Glow Up Bulb and a Level Eater for the Twin Twister against my opponent for his back row, which is a Gravity Bind. Because I have you don't play ranks of the deck, you play levels, and you don't want your monsters in defense mode, or they cannot attack. So if they can't attack, then you're kind of messed up in the deck. But so turn 2, so Twin Twisters, back row 1-for-1 for the Level Leader, and Glow Up Bulb ditches Roshi. Roshi is just for the GoFu if I have him in hand or a lure target. So a Level Leader with GoFu, Synchro to Librarian. All these are generic, regular Synchro deck plays. So go do this. Go to Herald Arclight. Couldn't do Quick Draw or GoFu at the time, but that's perfectly fine because I went to Librarian and charge to draw. It's like a formula, and then Librarian to draw again, 1-for-1. So with Art Thou, I took a little gamble with it. With the you take 2,000 at the end if you did not normal summon an added monster or a card with the same name. So I don't know if I can't remember if I summoned the card that I chose, which I believe was what was it? What I get? Oh, it was this guy, Synchron Resonator. I didn't normal summon at all, but 1-for-1. No player takes damage, and one day apiece. 1 day apiece stopped me from taking damage from Where Art Thou. So I go and just do the generic plays again, just continuously go through. I go into Quasar, Soul Charge for the monsters, and then Herald of Arclight, Synchro for this guy, Cipher, because I used Charge, Arc, and Formula. I had to think that one completely through, otherwise I would really messed up. So now I have 2 of the big USA boss monsters on the field, essentially. And right now my opponent's probably thinking, even though it's a DevBot, I'm kind of screwed. I can't do anything. I still go into Synchros. I return since he was playing a level 2 deck, I just didn't really care, but I because when Jet Warrior is Secret Summon, I can return one card my opponent controls and return it to the hand. So I returned his only card on the field, which was Monster. And then 1 day apiece. I could not attack this turn, so even though I used Left Arm Offering to get 1 day apiece because I really needed it, and it was going to help me, so I didn't take another 2,000. So I would have been at 2,000 life points left. So my opponent's at 9,000. I'm at 4,000 right now because I used Soul Charge for 4 monsters. And so 1 day apiece actually helped me. So 1 day apiece, get the Level Leader. He couldn't really do anything. He had that. I Allure, Rhoda, and I did that for no reason. Quasar effect, his Duprog, stop him from doing that. Attack twice, and then use, yeah. So that one, that's only one replay. I'm just not going to commentate the next one, so just let it go on through. So this time it's against Dragonides. This one was kind of funny. Opponent does all this. I'm like, okay, Stardust. What? Oh, I forgot what card he said. Oh, it's Terraforming. You want to try to get Gofu in your hand as much as possible too, if at all possible. The best hand to have would be like a Gofu, Armageddon Knight, and then just another, maybe a level 1 somewhere around there. 1 for 1. I go Trish. Banish the Stardust and Phalanx from his grave, so he can't use Phalanx anymore. Soul Charge. Twin Twister. Glow Bulb. Took a risk on the Allure. It's whatever, because this is what happens next. Probably could have gone into Siphon Lord Omega as well, but I didn't. But I still ended up doing this. Go to that, go to Drill. I could use Drill Warrior's effect, attack directly, and I would have done exact game. So now, here's the third replay, which is actually against a generic, I can't remember what deck it was. I think it was old school. Yeah, it was an old school deck. He has double fissure on there. So I'm like, what the heck? Why do you do this? But I still ended up just going into a lot of random ass motherfucking plays. Trying to make something. Go to Charge, Tatanoko, Level Leader. So, first off, he activates both fissures. I know he does a set and a normal. I'm like, what? So, all this is going on. Destroy, destroy. Take. You just took 15. Okay. Next turn, he sets Mirror Force. I Twin Twister though, so. Yep, and now here's what happens. Tuning, 1 for 1. Kinda did the wrong monster, but I also ended up doing Trishula as well. Could have put Level Leader to attack, but I didn't want to risk it. Even though I guess he drew into Ancient Gear Golem. And this is where I won. So that was just a couple of the replays for the deck. I'm going to go into the deck profile real quick. I have triple Quick Draw, triple Gofu, For quick draw, send one monster from your hand to your grave, special summon this card. It's level 5 tuner. Can only be synchro summoned for a synchron monster. I guess synchro warrior, like jet warrior. That's pretty, or Excel synchron. Those are the only two, I think. Maybe it's just jet warrior. I'd have to double check that. But I have 2 jet warriors. I decided in one of them for taking out something else. Gofu for the generic rank 6 or 4 plays. Oh, sorry, not 4, 5. Like TG Hyper Librarian or Excel Synchron. Oh yeah, quick draw also for Drill Warrior. Armageddon Knight to dump a dark monster from deck to grave, like Level Leader. Usually it's the Level Leader. Sometimes it's the Plague, but usually it's this guy right here. This guy makes your place come to life. Mathematician, I didn't really use him that much. Usually he's a synchro in the hand with Tatsunoko for charge or Coral Dragon. Itty bitty little Coral Dragon right there, Tatsunoko. Turns into that. Dank Synchron, just for a couple level 5 plays, maybe 6. Dandelion, good for the allure target or 1-for-1. Or even the quick draw, because send him to the grave, get 2 Fluffle tokens. Usually, they're only going to be summoned in defense mode. So they're good for synchro summoning. Even though you cannot tribute them, you can synchro summon with them. You don't want to do Gofu's tokens because you can't synchro summon with them, and you can't be tributed either. So those 2 tokens are kind of useless. So the only thing Gofu's tokens are really good for are being destroyed in the Magispec. No. What deck was it? Metal Foes. Yes, Metal Foes deck. So I just use them for synchroing. Then you have Doppelwear for revival of Level Eater or Plague Spreader. Summon Doppelwear, get 2 tokens as well. Continue synchro summoning. Plague Spreader, just return card from hand at the top of the deck. Special summon this card. Try to get 4s, possibly 6s, 3s, 5s. It's all variable different types of play styles for this deck too. I mean, there's many different Dark Synchro, Dank Synchro, like a Hero Synchro sometimes, even though nobody really does the Hero Synchro style. So yeah, you got the triple level leader. Of course, you want to use those. Target level 5, make it a 4 or a 6 to a 5. Just reduce this level, synchro summon again. Jet Synchron, when it's sent to the grave for synchro summon, add a junk at him, or use its other effect to send a card from hand to the grave. So you special summon or normal summon him. So if you special summon him off of 1-for-1 by ditching him, you can ditch another card from your hand, such as Recover if he's just dead, and then synchro summon for Formula. Orochi, he's just a filler. This is my real life deck profile right now. It's just a start. I'm going to be putting... Oroshi's actually not that bad in the deck, in my opinion, because I can special summon him when I have Gofu on the field, and then Level Leader off when I do Gofu. So Orochi, Level Leader, Formula, possibly draw another card, maybe synchro summon again if I have more availability to do it. Glow Up Bulb, top Send the top card to the grave. Special summon. Synchron Resonator. Synchron monster on the field. Special summon this card. Doesn't matter if it's on your side of the field or your opponent's side of the field. You can summon this card. That's really it's all used for. Unknown Synchron. Going second with this card does help, even though you can only use his effect once per duel. So your opponent has a monster, you don't. It's pretty much a Cyber Dragon. Just level 1, 0 attack. Triple Allure. There's plenty of dark targets, Gofus, Armageddons. You don't really... Once you use one Gofu, and if you have Allure and you keep drawing your Gofus, you don't need them anymore because you won't have a dead board. Same thing with your Armageddons or even Roshi. Just cards that you don't really need to use at the precise moment. 1 for 1, just special them from a hand or deck. Rhoda for getting your Armageddonite or your Junk Synchron, depending on your what you have in store for the opponent. 1 day apiece. The first replay, it actually ended up helping me because I didn't want to take 6,000 damage and I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not, but it did help. Whereof thou, if I have a level 1, I could add a level 1, but if I did not normal summon the added monster or a card with the same name, so if I didn't normal summon a level leader or level leader, I would have taken another 2,000 damage and would have been closer to losing. Soul Charge, not going to explain that because most people already know what it does. Upstart, get that draw. Foolish, get rid of cards like Dandelion or Glow Up or Level Leader. Left Arm Offering. This is how I ended up getting 1 day apiece. At the cost of banishing your entire hands, you have 2 or more cards aside from this card. So if you have 3 cards in your hand, you activate Left Arm Offering, get rid of the others, and then you get 1 spell trap. So, but you cannot set spell trap cards the turn you activate this card, which is okay because you don't really care. Tuning to get your quick draw, you get your junk, you get Junk Synchron, you get your Jet Synchron, you get your Unknown Synchron. Can't get him, so it's just all of the Synchron tuner monsters. Twin Twister for going to your opponent's back row for like Solemn Strikes or Vanities or just some dumb bullshit that they got. Emergency Teleport for your... Where is he? There, recovered. Even though he summons himself, if your opponent has 5 more cards in their extra deck than you do, but you have to pay 2,000 life points, and I did show you guys that in one replay. And it's special summoning the Psychic, so it actually does help. You got the Sephiroth Quasar. Yep. Must be synchro summoned, cannot be synchro summoned other ways. Has to be a tuner synchro, 2 more non-tuner synchro, 2 more non-tuner synchro monsters. So it's pretty much the same requirements for Quasar. It's just that its effect is the first time each card you control would not be destroyed without a card effect. So every card you control, the first time it would be destroyed. If it would be destroyed, it is not. And when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can negate that. And if you do, destroy 1 card in the field. And then, I'm still trying to read this, actually. You get the effect and do destroy, banish 1 card in the field. You can banish this card in your graveyard, target 1 level 8 or lower Stardust monster in your graveyard. So if I had a Stardust Dragon in my graveyard, I could special summon it. Quasar, you should already know what it does. He can attack up to as many non-tuner synchro monsters used. So he usually gets only 2 attacks, depending on how you play it. Trishula, hand, field, and grave. One of them's being banished. Crystal Wing, negate your monster effects, and If it's 5 or higher, I get to take your attack as well. Drill Warrior, attack directly for 1200, even though you're halving your attack permanently. Once per turn during your main phase, you can discard 1 card, remove this card from play during your next standby phase special summon. So, if you need to, you can banish this card, free up a space, and make sure you have a space for the next turn. Otherwise, you will not be getting this card back. He'll be going to your, I believe, he'll either stay in the banished, or he will go to your grave if you have a full field. So, because you can also add, because then you can add 1 monster card from your grave to your hand if you do that, if it's removed by this effect. Coral Dragon, when it's sent to the grave, after it's synchro summoned, you can draw a card. You can discard a card to pop your opponent's card. So it's charged. Draw a card. I know this video is getting a little long. You can attack all special summon monsters. TG, just draw a card. Jet, target card your opponent controls return to the hand, or attribute to level 2 or lower and summon it in defense, but banish it when it leaves the field. Helps you get your synchros going again if you don't have anything else. Excel Synchron, just a level modulator, really, depending on the synchron monster you send. So if you still have unknown synchron or chunk synchron or even a quick draw, you can do your level modulation for your level leaders. Herald of Arc Light, any monster sent from hand or main deck to the grave is banished instead. Not really good when you're foolish barreling yourself, but it definitely helps against the Burning Abyss and any ritual deck. Really, it does, because they won't be getting their monster back. They have to think more strategy. Summon this guy. So if you summon this guy in defense mode, it's pretty much well, say goodbye to most of their stuff. Tatsunoko, synchro summon with cards from your hand, and then obviously Formula Synchron. When you synchro summon, draw a card. During your opponent's main phase, you can synchro summon using this card as synchro material. Pretty much like a Crystron. Use the original Crystron, really. Hate that Crystron deck. So side deck, Ghost Ogre. When your opponent activates a card effect that's already face up on the field, negate it, destroy it. Vermilion. If you allure and banish one of your tuner monsters, you get. Wait, sorry. Yeah, if its synchro summon is destroyed, sent to the grave, you can target one of your banished tuners, add it to your hand. You can also banish and destroy 1 card on the field, which is it's actually very likely that you could do this. It's just a different card for Trishula if you need to go into a different card. Cypher Mode Omega, it's very dependent on the type of play you need to do during your game 2 or 3. Usually side out the Cipher. Not really making that many level 7s, but Moonlight Dragon kind of helps, I guess. Not much to say. Jet Warrior again. For the spells, doing double Galaxy Cyclone. Or I could actually, you know what? It's actually supposed to be a Cosmic Cyclone, because I don't want my opponent. Even though I could do Galaxy Cyclone, I could also use Cosmic Cyclone as well. Do it on my opponent's turn instead. Pendulum Storm against the Pendulum monsters. Destroy as many cards and destroy 1 spell trap. So your opponent gets a Pendulum deck. You activate this card. It's a -3 on them, and it just helps you. Like Amorphages, screw them. Because certain amorphages you cannot summon from your extra deck or any really good cards that you need. Forbidden Chalice. If your opponent goes into what's the card? Abyss Dweller. Yep. If your opponent goes into Abyss Dweller somehow and they activate the effect, you can chain Forbidden Chalice and negate his effect because you want to have your Level Leader plays and your Plague Spreader. Because if you can't do anything, it's being sad right there. Vanity's Emptiness, it's situational, side it out every now and then. Sometimes you can side out Twin Twisters for it, or even Emergency Teleport. And then a Band Played On. Definitely helps against the Pendulums, because you can't summon the same level that they control. Doesn't really stop the Synchro monsters, but it does help against Pendulum, Xyz, and against Burning Abyss, because they can't really do much, because if they control the same level, and they cannot summon monsters with the same rank as those that they control. So if they have Dante, they can't summon another Dante or a Break Sword, or if they have level 3s, can't summon another level 3, they're kind of screwed. So it's a game changer. Well, that's my deck profile for my Dank Synchro. So if you guys liked it, please, or if you guys didn't like it, give me any suggestions that you want to see for like deck profiles or different pack openings. I'll try to do that when I can. And if you guys give me any deck ideas or anything really, I'll be glad to take in some input from you guys and hopefully build on this channel into a more experienced YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube channel or anything really. So if you guys like this video, press that like button, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos, and I'll be having other videos within a few days or so. Probably going to be doing a video every other day or every 2 days. I'm always going to be busy, but don't be afraid to message me or leave comments in the comment section below, alright? Well, this has been fun. This is Joanna, signing out.